Donald Trump once dominated the political world with noise, force, and spectacle. He attacked rivals openly, challenged institutions, and never hesitated to name his enemies. But there was one man he could never erase, one influence so persistent, so deeply rooted, that it followed him into rallies, interviews, and even decisions. Barack Obama didn't fight Donald Trump. He outlasted him. Even out of office, Obama's shadow kept shaping elections, media narratives, global opinion, and public trust. No policies. No executive orders. Just presence. That kind of power is dangerous, because it can't be voted out. And for a man obsessed with control, this invisible influence reportedly became impossible to ignore. Tonight, we expose how Barack Obama's post-presidency power grew so strong that it unsettled the balance of American politics, and why that quiet dominance shocked even Donald Trump. Watch closely. This story isn't loud, but it's unsettling. Barack Obama's influence even shocked Donald Trump. Donald Trump built his brand on dominance, disruption, and commanding the spotlight. He challenged presidents, mocked institutions, and rewrote political norms. Yet there was one force he could never fully ignore: the lingering influence of Barack Obama. Even after leaving the White House, Obama's presence continued to shape politics, media narratives, global conversations, and voter behavior. While Trump held rallies and headlines, Obama operated differently, quietly, strategically, and with an impact that reached far beyond speeches. This isn't a story about rivalry. It's a story about influence, the kind that doesn't need a microphone. Tonight, we break down how Barack Obama's shadow over American politics became so powerful that it reportedly unsettled even Donald Trump, and why that influence still matters today. Stay with us, because what you're about to hear isn't about who spoke louder, it's about who moved the chessboard. When most presidents leave office, their relevance fades. But Barack Obama didn't vanish, he transformed. Instead of dominating headlines daily, he embedded himself into culture, institutions, and ideology. His influence wasn't loud. It was structural. Trump thrived on confrontation, while Obama mastered restraint. That contrast created a psychological imbalance. One led through noise. The other led through symbolism. Obama's continued popularity, especially among younger voters, became a quiet reminder that public approval can outlive political office. Book deals shattered records. Speaking engagements filled arenas. His presence at key moments, elections, national crises, global forums, shifted narratives without open conflict. This wasn't accidental. Obama understood something fundamental. Real power doesn't chase attention, it attracts it. Media became another battlefield. Trump dominated daily news cycles, but Obama influenced tone, vocabulary, and expectations. Journalists didn't just report politics differently after Obama, they framed leadership differently. When Obama spoke, it wasn't to respond, it was to define. Every word was measured, every pause intentional. Silence itself became a tool. And in politics, silence can be louder than any rally. Trump's reactions often revealed more than direct statements. References, comparisons, and contrasts appeared again and again. Even opposition became evidence of presence. You don't argue with something that doesn't matter. Obama had become unavoidable, not because he tried to be, but because his ideas continued moving without him. Internationally, the effect was even clearer. Leaders across Europe, Africa, and Asia continued to engage Obama as a moral and strategic voice. Invitations didn't stop when the presidency ended. Trump held authority. Obama held credibility. That distinction matters. Obama's post-presidency influence came from trust built over time, trust among institutions, global audiences, and cultural leaders. He no longer needed executive power. His presence alone carried weight. And for someone like Trump, who equated power with control, This form of influence was unpredictable. You can't attack it. You can't dismantle it with policy. Because it lives in perception. Influence, at its core, is psychological. Obama represented stability, continuity, and intellect. Trump represented disruption, urgency, and dominance. The comparison was inevitable and unavoidable. Every time Obama appeared calm during crisis, it strengthened his image. Every time he avoided public conflict, it reinforced discipline. Even choosing when not to speak shaped the environment Trump operated within. Obama didn't need to counter Trump directly. The contrast did the work for him. That is what unsettled the balance, not competition, but coexistence. Trump's presidency was built in the moment. Obama's influence was built for the long arc. Policies fade. Headlines disappear. But symbols endure. Obama positioned himself as a reference point, a benchmark of leadership style, tone, and vision. Supporters invoked him. Critics measured against him. Neutral observers compared everything to his era. When influence becomes a standard, it stops needing validation. So the real question isn't whether Barack Obama shocked Donald Trump. The question is this: what kind of power lasts longer, control, or influence? If you appreciate deep dives into power, leadership, influence, and the forces that move history behind the scenes, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Here, we don't follow the noise. We follow the influence. See you in the next one.